No, a project that's always going to have a big part in my heart is just, well, but people know about this, but I think the learning journey will always have a big part of my heart just because I just want people to be able to like have a good time learning. But I think that, incremental hydration, defer, and just our server story. Like, I think people kind of have an idea about these things, but I think that is like, man, when I first saw defer internally, when we first started demoing it, I was like, there's no way. Like, why are we not on every street corner of the tech space talking about this magical feature from the future where you could, at the template level, lazy load things based on like customizable triggers. Like where else can you do that? Like people are like, oh, we got islands. I'm like, you sure do have islands, but do you have an island that you can click a button that will dynamically load that component and it's only like 3 lines of code and you're not at the router, you're not at your like configuration? I'm like, that is like magic. And now that we have like incremental hydration, which I think more people should think about, that you could partially hydrate your application. Like, wait, what? Like, we don't have to do the full thing. We can just pick the parts that we care about. So when you think about those types of features, I'm just like, how are we just not like only talking about this? You know what I mean? Like, why isn't everybody talking about this? But those are some features that I think are just really from the future.
Yeah. And you did so well in the announcement of it with Jessica's talk at NGConf last year. It was like the perfect demo, like showcasing this like concept that is particular for Angular developers or which are not used to like the server story before, was just like so great in like the way it was visualized, the way it was presented. Like everyone was just like, yeah, this totally makes sense. It was great. And I love that you're pushing that narrative now, a lot because it is very innovative. So
Totally agree. Very innovative. And hopefully what we'll see is the industry adopt these types of patterns and these new innovations and everybody benefits, right? Like we aren't the creator of Signals.
Yeah.
Right. And neither is Ryan Carniato, right? But like he popularized it with Solid. And it's a really good idea. And I think that one thing on the Angular team that I think we really benefit from is our humility around a good idea is a good idea, whether we created it or not. And I think that we have really good leadership on our team, and our tech leads are just like, yeah, no, this is a good pattern. We should implement this. Like we didn't create hydration, but it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Right. So we should like leverage good ideas.
How do you stay on track of those great ideas happening in the ecosystem? Is it just like it happens organically because you folks happen to talk to each other regularly, or because I mean, I assume to some extent you're like busy shipping at the end of the day, right? Like you have roadmaps and stuff you need to deliver to some extent.